we are going live. We're live right now on Facebook,
Yes.
5:06. So let's give everybody a chance to get logged in. I'm your host, Moon Thomas, with Pipe Dreams and Pearls podcast. And tonight we're kicking off International Women's Month with Miss Natoya Alfred Mills. She is the owner of Cuddly Cows Creations. So I'm just going to give everybody a second to get on since we're a few minutes early, just trying to make sure that we got everything intact. And we will be, let's see. Oh, yeah, I see it's online, girl. We are up there. Hello.
Yes.
Let's give it up for the ones and twos on the technical support. Let me go ahead and pour my little drink. Hey, sometimes I be having my nerves a little bit bad.
Ooh, that sounded like a Sprite you just opened.
It was a ginger ale.
Ooh.
Feeling like I'm on the wild side tonight.
Even better, yes.
All right, so I see a couple of people are logging in. Yes, we got Shannon Lawson out there. Where are you from, Shannon?
That's my friend from LaGrange.
Yes, put it in the chat. So if you guys can see us and you can hear us, put it in the chat where you're from. So we see Shannon Lawson already logged in. I like that. She is 3 minutes early, not on CP time. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yes.
I love it. So Shannon is coming in from LaGrange. Yes, ma'am. And let me see. I think I should put my phone part on mute. What do you think?
Yes.
Well, I can hear it in my ear. So maybe because I got my earpiece in.
Oh,
I got my earpiece in.
Oh.
Do you think that I'm getting any feedback?
No.
Am I getting feedback?
Okay, good.
This is perfect. Oh, look at my girl, Tequila. Sister in love. Woo woo. All the way from Nashville, Arkansas. I'm liking this tequila already online before 6:00 Eastern Standard. I'm loving it. Yes. I'm liking this 2021 new tequila. Everybody on time around here. Thank you. Hallelujah. All right. So if you're just joining, we're going to give everybody a few more minutes to get logged in. We're just a few minutes early just to make sure that we got in perfectly fine. And it looks like Restream is working it out. So let's get things popping in about 5 to 6 minutes because right now it's 5:58 by my clock. So I want to give everybody the opportunity, especially those that had RSVP'd. If you are on here, you can share that that you're online, and maybe some people will hop on. And this is going to be recorded and it will be posted. So if you missed it or if anybody misses it, it will be, of course, posted on Pipe Dreams and Pearls website. I'll be sharing it to Natoya and Cuddly Cow. And also it will be on our Facebook page, which is Pipe Dreams and Pearls. All right, Shannon, we got Tequila. Let's see who else is up here. Let me see. All right, but it looks good. I'm looking at my screen and I'm looking at my phone, and it looks like we got good reception as well. So it's 5:59 here, and I'm going to give it about 5 minutes. So you want to refresh your drink or?
No need to refresh over here. Little sips. Sips.
So you was talking about my ginger ale, but I wonder what's in yours.
Girl, this ain't nothing but Sprite. Okay.
As a chaser?
Oh, no. Yes, as a chaser.
I'm done. So anyway, look at Angela Fontaine. Mama. Hey, Mama. Look, I know Leo is in the background. Leo and my family, yes. So let's do a quick little background before we get, popping. So first of all, I know y'all gonna be like, how many sister-in-loves do you have? Because Tequila is my sister-in-love. Natoya is my sister-in-love. We're gonna have some more sister-in-loves coming up in the next couple of weeks with Jeanette. So, I mean, I got a ton of them, believe it or not. These are my real sister-in-loves. And then the rest of them are gonna be my sister friends and just some people that I've met since I've been on this journey. Yes. But honestly, this is a great opportunity for me because if everybody knows, I've been an entrepreneur probably since I was born, and anytime somebody has an idea, I'm like, oh, that's a business. That's a business. And how many times, Natoya, did I tell you, oh, you need to start this business. We need to get on your business. We need to get this business going. So I'm so proud of you for doing
Thank
this,
you.
especially last year when it was a pandemic. And we're going to get into that. Just want to give about 5 more minutes for everybody to get logged in. But I see Deidre. Hey, Deidre. And hey, Leo. He says hello. Okay. And is it Crystal?
Crystal.
Crystal, put in there in the chat where you're logging in from. I'm not familiar with you, but thank you for having you.
From
And
the
Deidre
west side. She's from the west side.
of LaGrange.
Cali all day.
Oh my gosh, this is
Cali all
awesome because of
day.
the difference. Thank you so much for logging in on Eastern Standard Time, Crystal. Thank you. So we got 6:01 over here. You want to start or you want to give it a second?
I mean, it's whatever you want to do.
Well, it is being recorded, so
Yeah.
it's not going to be any love loss. Anybody who jumps on, they'll be able to get back on a little bit later and listen from the beginning. But
Right.
right now what I do want to do is just for anybody who is not familiar with my podcast, just give you a background on what the purpose of Pipe Dreams and Pearls podcast is. So once again, my name is Moon Thomas. I'm the host, and my podcast is really highlighting phenomenal women entrepreneurs. And so, myself, I've been an entrepreneur, juggling a family, working a regular job, going to school, you name it, doing everything that women do, because we do it all, and still trying to chase after my own dreams. So, it was really something that has been kind of on my heart and on my vision board and just in my mind for some time now to be able to, not just talk about my own journey, but really highlight other women that are doing phenomenal things and being a small business owner. Sometimes I just don't think we get that platform. So I thought this was a perfect opportunity because I sat down and started thinking about all of the wonderful women that are just in my own circle. And then because I've always, had some type of sales or networking background, I just meet so many great people all the time that it just really dawned on me how many people that I know that are doing such amazing things. And, your friends know about it, your circle knows about it, but like to use this platform to really like project that out. Hopefully, what I can do is, inform somebody else about what you're doing that will help you get sales, or it will help you get the recognition that you need, or even just give you the motivation to keep going. Because I know sometimes as business owners, small business owners, especially if you're doing multiple things, sometimes it doesn't feel like you're making as much progress as you want at the time. But trust and believe your work, your hard work, your sweat and tears, your blood is not in vain. It's really going to pay off. And even if you just do it for the gratification of yourself, like what started and then you saw something come out of it, that is more gratifying to me than anything, that you turned an idea into something very tangible. So that's where we're going to start tonight. So I was like, let me think of everything that I can describe Natoya Alfred Mims. And, she's definitely, first and foremost, she's my brother's boo thing. Okay. That is my brother's wife. And y'all are coming up on your 3rd year of marriage. Is that right?
Yes, Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow?
Yeah, no, Monday. I'm sorry.
Oh, you ain't been married that long, girl. You don't even know the date now. So anyway, Monday you'll be 3 years married to my brother, and so we have had the pleasure of having you in our family for more than 3 years, but for being married 3 years, and technically always being my sister. But honestly, it just really resonated with me. You're not the type of person to where put yourself out there. And so
Yes.
I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you agreed. But I'm glad you did, because that means you're really stepping outside of your comfort zone. So
Right.
I am proud of you for just taking that leap. And also, this company that you've made is so amazing. You do such great work. The quality of your crafts and the ideas that you put into it and just customizing everything. You just have a great eye for it, and you can tell that it's something that you put your love into. So just tell me a little bit about your business. Like, what is it exactly that Cuddly Cow Creations does? What is it?
Well, first and foremost, the name Cuddly Cow comes from my dog. Her name is Callie.
Oh
And
my
so that's pretty much the reason why that's the name. But pretty much what I do is I just customize tumblers, I personalize them. I kind of do like unique ornament kind of gifts for people. I've done puzzles, stuff like that. I feel like if somebody asks me for something or would like something to be made, I really try my best to give them what they've asked for. So,
Right. And the things about that, the one thing that I do love about some of the work that you do, when you say customize, you don't just take like the same thing and just slap somebody else's name on it. Like,
right,
I rarely see having two things exactly alike, even if like it's the same tumbler. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So it might be the same size, but it's not necessarily the same exact, colors or patterns
exactly,
or whatever. So it's a little bit deeper than just putting a different name on. And I think that that's where I can tell that you put a lot of your time and your work into it, like really meticulously. I've seen some of your processes. You got to
right.
put this on for today, and then you got to wait till tomorrow before you can apply something else to it. And so I know that you mentioned tumblers. So is tumblers like really your main product, or is that just something that you have in your lineup?
I honestly think like the tumblers give me more freedom to like really be creative. So that's why I steer more towards tumblers. I'm not opposed to doing, shirts. I've done shirts, masks, just like different ornaments or whatever like that. So, but I just like tumblers. Like this tumbler right here, this is a custom one. It's called a opal rainbow burst tumbler.
Like, how is that? How is that? Was that just glitter and now it's on a cup? I mean, I don't understand.
Yes. Yes, this thing is
Wow.
amazing.
And then so like how many days does it take to make that?
So, to be perfectly honest with you, it takes a day because you got to spray paint it. Well, probably take like half a day because you got to spray paint it first with like a primer. Then it
Mhm.
takes a day to glitter. You got to let your glitter dry. Then it takes 2 days for like this clear coat to dry because it's kind of like a
Right.
toxic
Right.
resin. So you have to let it sit for like 2 days.
Wow.
So I would say to do one, it takes literally 7 days.
Really?
Yes, it is a long process.
So
So
I
go
think
ahead.
that's interesting because when you look at sometimes be like, oh my gosh, a tumbler costs $25, $30,
Yeah,
$50. People are like, I can just buy a tumbler, but you're not gonna get
right,
that type of tumbler, and it's not gonna take 7 days for it to be
right,
handmade. So I feel like when it comes down to like the pricing, you kind of get what you pay for, but
exactly.
more than just a tumbler, in my opinion. I mean, I'm just speaking from I have actually supported your business. So the one
Right,
thing that I try to do is that I try to at least patronize the people that I know when it's something that I need. And for our
right,
trucking business, AG Transport Solutions, you've personally made our T-shirts, you've made
right,
our masks.
right.
For actually, you did some more stuff for us. Oh, you
Christmas,
did like little
Christmas,
like
did some
presents,
night lights,
the night lights for Christmas.
the elves
So
on
these
the
are like more,
shelf.
yep, personalized little gifts and things. And I'm just kind of like elated about, just the creativity, like the level of creativity that you show. Because I
Right.
feel like you challenge yourself. So are these things that you just knew how to do, or how did you learn how to do this?
No, I was afraid for a long time to even do tumblers, so I would do like little crafts that really didn't take a lot of time.
Hmm.
But I met this girl, well, this lady while I was doing clinicals, and she has her own business like out of Fayetteville, and so I was just kind of telling her how I was a little nervous about just diving in more into the crafts. And so she's just like, just do it. I mean, you're never going to learn if you don't ever try it. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, you're right. You're right. So I just went for it. And so you could sit there. I mean, I started with this first one, which I really, really love. This is
Ooh.
another one I did. I started with this one. And then I did this one right here, which I really love.
Is that stenciled on there, or is that like a?
No.
I'm like, how did you?
I wish it was stencil.
I'm like, how did you make that? I don't understand. So
It's magic, Moon. It's magic.
I
And then
see, I see. Like you can't give all your secrets away.
yeah, I can't give everything away.
So, and I think that a good segue into how you got started is another product that you made. So, I have worked and I do work in the medical industry as well. And I have some coworkers that I gifted the Starbucks
Oh
cup that
yeah.
you made, the personalized Starbucks cup
Yeah.
that was like for essential workers and for
Right.
nurses. And I thought that was very not just personalized, but it means a lot, especially right now during the pandemic, that people have
Exactly.
something that represents their hard work and what they've been doing. So let's kind of backtrack to how you got started. So Cuddly Cow's creation was started back last year when the pandemic first started. So tell me what made you just take the leap really in the middle of a pandemic?
Uh, let's put it this way: home every single day. I'm in the radiology program. If some of you guys don't know, so I'm in the radiology program, and so we did clinicals, and we went to school every single day, and it just stopped, and so we were just home with nothing to do, and literally, what can you do? Nothing. And so you sit there and think about it, like you start looking at the walls are closing in on you, and you're like, oh, I need to check myself because
Right.
I don't want to go crazy. So I was just like, well, let me just do something that's going to make my spirit feel good, that's going to get me out of that funk that I was in. I'm not going to say I was in a serious funk, but being home for about 4 months with nothing to do, I mean,
Yeah. No,
it's
that's
like
real. That's
Groundhog's
being
Day
real.
over and over. So I just decided, let's just start off small. I talked to a good friend of mine. She had got a Cricut, and she's like, "Girl, just do it." I'm like, "Okay." It took me like a week to open it up, and then it took me like a week to do a project. But little by little, I really enjoyed it, just for the simple fact that it boosted my morale.
Right.
It like gave me, not to say I didn't have a purpose, but in a pandemic, you're questioning what your purpose is big
Yeah.
time.
You got a lot of time really to consider that. But I'm glad that it drove you to really pursuing your passion because
Right.
you shared with me before that you've always loved to draw and you've always
Right.
had aspirations for doing more artsy type things. And
Right.
I mean, I felt like, you should just go for the sky with it, just open up open up a whole like paint shop, But at the same time, I think this is more of your lane because you can customize things and work on them in your spare time. And
Right.
then, so what's the one thing you want to tell us about Cuddly Cow's creations? Because the great thing about what you have is that you're online if anybody wanted to buy it. So what's the one thing you wanted us to know about it?
Well, one thing I want you guys to know is I have an Etsy account, and you guys can find me on Cuddly Cows Creation. That's the name on Etsy. And pretty much just order, because all my stuff is there. All of my stuff is there. And I think one of my biggest clientele, I'm not going to shoot them out, but I got to, is my mother in law, Angela, and my sister from California, Crystal. Anytime that I post something, they're always just being very supportive of me, as well as Moon. She's been amazing as being supportive. Deidre, great. Shannon, awesome. I mean, everybody really has supported me, and it's just been a big blessing. It's given me a lot of I ain't gonna say boosting confidence in regards to crafting,
Yeah.
because I come from a family of artists. Every last one of my siblings draw. My father draws. My mom, she does weddings. So it's like we all have a creative niche in so many ways, but it's just how to break out of the comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's just the biggest thing that was a little difficult, but I'm glad that I just went and did it, just whatever.
Yeah, you know what the thing about it is too is that you got to think about when nobody's been in the pandemic in my age that I know of, or in my time frame, in my timeline. So literally, you kind of had to, and I hate to overuse this word, but that's what we're going in this year. We're pivoting. We're pivoting.
Yeah.
We're actually switching from what we're used to, even though it may be uncomfortable, to something that is, you know, something that it actually had to push us to it. So, I mean, I hate that a pandemic happened, but I'm glad that whatever had to happen for you to find what you really
Yeah.
are really passionate about and something that you enjoy. Because I think the one thing about like truly a hobby is, even if you had to get paid for it, it's not like you it's like, it's not like you have to get paid for it, but you love it so much that you wouldn't get paid for it if you didn't have to.
Right.
So, I mean, I
Right.
think the fact of the matter is that you found something that you really love, you enjoy, and you can turn it into something that can generate revenue for you. So,
Right.
like, where you want to go with the in the future with this? Like, what do you want to? Where do you see yourself with Cuddly Cows? Like, this was something that you started. Maybe it wasn't what you thought it was going to turn into, and now it's where it is.
Right.
Where do you want to see us in the future with this?
Um, most definitely, I want to like really segue into doing nothing but tumblers.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I love doing anything that involves like paper ornaments, paper crafts, stuff like that. So I want to do that kind of stuff. I want to do like custom invitations, like little journal books, planners, agendas, stuff like that. Like anything that deals with paper, I love it. So I don't like. It's funny. I mean, this is not a paper project, but it kind of is. This right here is like a customized Amazon ornament that I did for Christmas. That was like one of my top sellers.
Right.
Um, and
Love
it's
that.
pretty cool. I mean, you could customize it for FedEx, UPS, Amazon, and everybody loved it. So I did all of my holiday cards,
You
birthday
did.
cards.
I'm like, I mean, you should never have to go to Hallmark again. You
No,
did actually
never.
send us a homemade card, which was really nice.
Yes.
And you know what I was gonna say? During Christmas time, you did have a lot of very unique ideas and some very nice, like individualized pieces. Because I saw like the memory ornaments that you
Yeah.
did, and then my mom, she did order from you that one time the actual money tree.
Oh
That
yeah, the
was
money tree.
very creative for a birthday party. Yeah, so
Yes.
it's a lot of things. People are thinking, like, a lot of people are shopping online right now. They're stuck in the house, like you said. So, when you think about doing something right now, I think it's better, it's more well received that you're buying something for somebody that it's actually took some thought and it really did
Right.
mean something. And then I
Right.
like too, like how you're supporting other small businesses, because most small businesses don't have a big budget, but you're
Hmm.
very affordable, and you have really taken the time to, like, tailor some of the things that you're doing to help promote small businesses. Like I said, during the summertime when we have got those t-shirts, like, we
Right.
didn't want to use like the real uniform, and we just got some t-shirts for the summer. It was very, it was like branding
Yeah.
ourselves. We
Yeah.
walking around with our logo on our shirt, and it had a matching mask. Like, and right now masks are big. It seems like everybody is doing masks, right?
Right. Right.
But it doesn't seem like the mask industry is going down anytime. So, I mean, what's the big deal? Like, you just go ahead and join onto the bandwagon. So, I remember you had did Deidre's mask for Emery
Yeah,
Rose
her master
Photography,
shirts.
and I think you just did like so many different, unique, like you customized it to the company, or you
Right.
customized it to the individual. So I really love your creative spirit, your insight,
Oh,
and I
I
know
forgot. I forgot what else. I forgot what else.
what.
Oh my gosh, how did you let me forget? So, really what I really want to do in the near future is I want to like have like small groups with like I'm not gonna say at-risk kids, but kids that are in like group homes. Um, just kind of to give them a way to it kind of cope or explore things outside of therapy, because we sit there and think about like therapy for an adolescent teenager is so taboo, they're not into it. So I just feel like if I could just get into a role in which I can not really mediate. I don't know how to do it,
No,
but
I
be,
can see you doing that.
you
I
know,
can see you doing that because you do have a background in social work and
right,
you have a background in like case management. And so I believe just even in your town, you can make a big impact because you already have exposure in those areas where
right,
they would receive you well. And I
right.
do agree with you right now, especially with the schools kind of being semi shut down and everybody working virtually. I mean, it really would be a great outlet for children or teenagers to have
Right.
something creative to do and to help with passing their time. So, no, I was going to get back to that. I wasn't going to let you forget that because I thought that was it was very instrumental in like where the vision of where you're going in the future.
Right.
It's not just about tumblers. It's more
Right.
about an outlet and also, you're a great teacher. You could teach other people, mostly kids, because that's probably where you love. That's your sweet spot. Um, you know, Kids on how to do some of the things similar that you are doing because there are some very creative children out there.
Right.
And
Right.
there's a lot of right now a lot of free time, unfortunately, that everybody has to a certain extent.
I
So I
just
go ahead.
like I kind of think like with art is like a lost craft. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
if you're not, and no offense to anybody that plays a sport or whatever like that, but art is like taboo in a lot of ways, but art brings out so much of others' personality. Like it really brings out the best, I feel
Yeah.
like, in a lot of kids, because if they're not good at sports, or if they're not popular, what else do they have? And then that was I could relate to that because when I was growing up, like I wasn't into sports and I wasn't popular, but I knew I had a great gift at art.
Mhm.
So
I understand that. I get that too. And you're saying that. Well, I think then that's the disconnect that we may be having right now and the gap that you can feel because if you're not in class, I mean, I'm not sure if they're having art classes. They may be, and they probably are doing some form of art, but not to that extent. But I
right,
think it's really something that, too, it can give kids something to be proud of, something that they created, something that
right,
they can actually show that they did. It's almost like it's evidence of their work. So I love that. I think
yeah,
whenever you want to look, start that business, we're gonna get on top of that consulting business.
all right.
You know what I'm saying? Look, and yeah, I like Tequila put in the chat. It's called art
Art
therapy,
therapy,
and
yes,
I know there's probably different levels to that, but you are more. You want to be like more of like somewhat of a teacher in that realm of art that can help kids maybe just navigate, not necessarily for their feelings, but just to give them something constructive to do.
I mean it could be both, constructive, and then it could be just straight up figuring out their passion,
Right.
what their passion is.
And I think that's good too, because the younger they are, the more the earlier you have time to really develop that
Right,
craft and
right,
everything. So I think that's awesome that you are seeing past just this current time, and this is
right,
something you can see yourself doing in the future. And it's definitely like. Even though it's virtual right now, I think the virtual world is not going anywhere anytime
no.
soon. So I think it's still something you can do online if you had to, and I see that Crystal said that you can start with her class. So I guess you already got a client. Look, look,
I know, right?
hey, and then just in our own family, Amari, she's super talented. It may be something like
Mhm.
peer on peer teaching that you can kind of,
Right, right,
but I
right,
think
right.
that's awesome. We really need to talk about that. And Tequila sound like she must know something about art therapy, and Crystal is already, willing to give it a try. And I know that there's some other people on here that work in the education industry, so I feel like this is something that probably needs to be, thought out a little bit further. But I'm glad
Right,
that you brought it up because I haven't heard anyone that's doing anything like that. Not to say that there isn't, but I think this is a very great opportunity and a gap that you can really fulfill in our current society right now. So I
right.
love that you have a passion for what you're doing, a passion for helping people, especially kids, because our kids
Yeah.
are our future.
Oh,
And
so
I just
okay.
look, Whitney Houston, right? I just went on I believe the children are our future.
Yes, sing it, girl. Okay.
Okay, so I promise I'm just drinking ginger ale. I promise you I am. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, so anyway, anything else that you want us to, discuss while we're on here? We're coming up on at 6:25. If there's anybody that's on this chat that has any questions for Natoya, drop it in the chat real quick. I mean, we will, try to respond while we're on here. If not, we're not trying to go past the actual 45-minute time frame. I'm very glad that we had this opportunity to be on here tonight. So what I would like to do is also let you know that I'm going to be sharing your website so
All
that
right.
if anybody wants to order anything, and then also too, if they want something and it's not on the website, I mean, are you open to like ideas of other things, or what's the protocol for when they want something outside of what you're already showing on Etsy?
Um, if it's not on Etsy, I mean, you can email me. My email address is on there, cuddlycowscreations@gmail.com. So everything is Cuddly Cows Creations. So I mean, they can email me. I'm on Facebook, so I have a link on Facebook. They can find me on Facebook and just send me a message, pretty much just letting me know what their ideas or what they would like, and then I can explore for maybe an hour or two and then come up with, we can mutually come up with an idea,
Yeah.
get it created.
So I'm going to drop your link for your website, for the Etsy website. I'm also going to put in once this is done, I will also put in your information for your Facebook page. So the main reason why we're doing this, for networking, for women entrepreneurship, is to really support one another. So please, I do thank you for being on the actual podcast, the live stream tonight.
Yes.
I do want you to support her and actually go ahead and like her Facebook page at Cuddly Cows Creations. And I have a question in the chat from my mom, Angela. It says, "What's your next craft for St. Patrick's
Well,
Day or
I
Mother's
was
Day?"
I was toying around with this. This is like a little plaque. It's, of course, that's mom, or you could have whoever's name, and it has me and my two brothers. So it could be a plaque that you could put on your fireplace, or you could put in your office, or even on the wall. So this is what I'm doing for Mother's Day, and I really haven't thought about St. Patty's Day.
Well, I mean, I guess if somebody wanted more, I guess you know what? Not, I don't think that the Starbucks tumbler, because it's the colors of St. Patrick's Day, would
Right,
be the one, like that's the green. But
right.
I guess
I
if you get a request, then you can always customize that too, right?
Right. So, I mean, I could customize Starbucks cups. I could customize the tumblers. I could do some things for like Easter. Easter's coming up, so like little Easter baskets for the kids can be customized with their names on it. So that's some stuff that I am going to be doing. So,
Right. Okay, look, I am so excited for you. I am very proud of you. I
thank
do
you.
love you so much. I
I
am just
love you too.
really, really excited for what's going to be coming up for you in the future.
Yes.
I do see this being way bigger than what, even just based on what you shared, like it can go even bigger than what you imagine, which is the blessing in all of this, is because it should be about you. It's always about what you can do for others. And then
Right.
it's going to be so even more amazing when it gets like, it gets shared, and it gets, the word gets out.
Right.
It's just like the one person has to hear about it that can really change your whole
Right.
situation. So I really love that, you're putting it out there in the atmosphere like we did on our vision boards. And
Right.
I would say, if this is not something that you put on your vision board, if it's something that just kind of maybe manifested since you started doing this, you may want to add that idea on there, or even just that, that particular thought that you had about where you want to go in the future.
Well, what I want to do is I want to branch out, and I want to at least do a video a week. I know I follow this fellow Tumblr lady, and her company is called Masters Creation, and she pretty much said, in order to get your business booming, you need to post every day, three
Wow.
four times a day. you need to do a video once a week, to really get out there. She just pretty much expressed that it took her about a year to really get where she's at. She quit her job as a teacher. I don't want to quit my job.
The
I will
job.
tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still a good side hustle.
No, it's a great side hustle.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just willing to do what it takes to get where I need to be at. And really, at the end of the day, it's not about me. I just want to give to others and just, in my own kind of way.
I love that. And it's very unique. So I
Yeah,
really feel like, that right there is where you're setting yourself apart from other people, because there's a ton of people doing crafts right now. There's a lot of people doing tumblers, but all honesty, I don't know how much they put into it, and
right,
I know what you put into it. So I really wanted to highlight that. And this was an amazing way to kick off the International Women's Month, because I have several amazing women that are going to be on live stream every Saturday of this month at 6 p.m. So
right,
everyone that's on here, please look for the events that are going to be posted and that are posted on my Facebook page for Pipe Dreams and Pearls, and just RSVP or share and just really support one another. That is the
right.
whole
That's the biggest
reason
thing.
why we're doing this. Exactly. And it really, a little bit of support really goes a long way with small businesses. And I just feel like for women, we do so much for everybody else. It is really time for us to support each other and see
Right,
each other win. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for all the people that I've been meeting and all the people that I know that are really pushing through this right now and doing amazing things. So I really wanted to just let you know that you are a very amazing, creative, unique individual, and Cuddly Cows Creations is going to take you a long way. And whether
thank
it's
you.
a side hustle or it's your main gig, either way it goes, as long as you keep creating things, it's going to continue to grow and grow and grow. So I love
You know,
you.
right. I
And I
love you
want
too.
to tell everybody that's on here tonight that this will be reposted. It's going to be posted on my website and also on my Facebook page for Pipe Dreams and Pearls. I would really encourage you to share this and also share it so that other people that were not on this live stream actually gets a chance to see it. And then hopefully somebody will, come back around and it will help you in another way. So I just really, really appreciate everybody's support tonight. And in the spirit of being on time, I love you guys for being on here on time. And we are
Thank you.
actually under, just like right under our anticipated time of 6:45. So I really, really wanted to really just honor everybody's time and not monopolize their time and actually just give back a few minutes of this day. So I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Click the share, click the like, and click the submit for a payment. So look,
All right.
look, we love you. Look, order
Love
something.
y'all.
Order something. Cuddly Cows Creations. Thank you.
Bye,
Good.
y'all.
Bye.